All right, we're going to watch JD's butterfly below the water at full speed to start out with. Love how quick his hands are moving. Like how strong that kick is. Don't want to breathe that first or that last stroke into your turn. Good job of the breakout. Okay, a lot of good things here. A couple of things I'd like to see a little bit more improvement on. So we're going to slow this down to about quarter speed. And the first thing we want to talk about here, right here is the hand entry. Okay, we like where your hands are entered nice and high here. Your head's low. You're really doing a good job of setting that chest, setting that head, loading up that head down in the water. Good job of high hips. So we got a good power triangle here with that butterfly. Ideally, we want to see you in that position all the time. If you could lower that head a little bit more, probably even better, but that looks great. As we start that stroke, you kind of see how you lift your head up a little bit early. Okay, you've really done, and you haven't done a whole lot yet to do that pull, and your head's coming up to get that breath. Right here is where that head should be coming up a little bit later. Okay, so don't quite breathe quite so early. As your hands start to get underneath your shoulders, underneath your chest, you can see that your hands are still a little wide. We'd like your thumb and your pointer finger to almost be touching as you come underneath your shoulders, underneath your chest, all the way down to your belly button. Okay, so that you're finishing your stroke, palms up. Now here I can tell you, your palms are up really, really well. But as we can tell, right here with that breath, you don't see a whole lot of chest in that water. So make sure you maybe don't lift up your shoulders quite so high in that water. Keep your chin right above the surface, okay? Good job on the kick. Good job of getting your head down. Look at that. Your head's down right when your hands start to come in. Excellent job there, JD. I like that a lot. All right, now, that was interesting here. So here's your first stroke after your breath, right? So you're not going to take a breath, but what are you doing with your head? You're looking forward with your head, and you're not even breathing here. Okay? So don't lift that chin up. Don't lift that head up to breathe if you're not breathing. Keep that head down. Okay? You kind of add an extra motion, an extra layer of resistance at your face, at the top of your stroke. Keep that head down. Keep your head in line with your body. Okay? All right. Last stroke into your wall, you don't want to take a breath, and yet here's that breath right there. Okay, keep that head down. Make sure we don't breathe that last stroke in the wall. As we go into our turn, I like how you're stacking your feet together. I like how your knees are pointed a little bit upwards. I like how you got your hand coming right behind your ear. I like how you're streamlined as you're pushing off that wall. Kind of got on your stomach a little bit too quick. And again, that's one thing we want to make sure we're working on. We talked about the other day, and we'll look at your turn above the water as well here. But we really want to work at making a good, quick transition, okay, from your one stroke, one length to the next. Nice dolphin kicks. Great breakout, but again, you get ready to start the breakout, and what do? You lift that head up. Don't lift that head up. Keep your head down, okay? And again, right here, you kind of see how wide your hands are. If you can get your hands a little bit closer together, it's going to be a little bit more power. Good palms up. Good hand entry. Good early breath. You're a little wide here with those palms. I mean, you kind of see there's a lot of space in between there. Make sure those palms, you almost want to drag your thumbs right at your hips. You want those hands really, really close. You don't want them quite so wide. So work on those hands getting a little bit closer to your hips. Great, JD.